Hey, what's up, Smith? Wait, 12K? 12K times 5? Always so on point, Smith, you know? For a guy that hates the stream so much, you sure are always here first. Well, how you doing, man? How's the week? I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. Fucking excited to be back at it. My new studio set up. Shit. No face cam though. In coach with them. If I move to Miami soon, bro, soon. Too many moves for me. There were no streams last week. Last week was a moving week. No, I missed shit. I'm still in Russia. I just moved from like the center of the city I was in to more of the outskirts, out to the countryside. Place here, and place has a yard and a sauna and nice shit.
In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand.
Calculator doesn't have enough digits.
But it's no use, cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
No, actually, surprisingly, my accent is all right, man. Like a lot of people are surprised here by my level of Russian, and I can't really talk about like complex shit because I just run out of vocabulary. Then I say a lot of words funny because they got like masculine, feminine breakdowns of words, and there's a lot of offensive. I just say some shit wrong and then they laugh at me. But in terms of accent, I still have my Russian accent and somewhat Canadian accent in. I was born in Russia. I came to Canada when I was 10. I do one interview for 50th unfollow. Hey man, you want to spend that much money on the stream? Fucking go for it. That's a decent chunk of change. Now keep in mind, Smintz might not pay you out because he's been shorting Bitcoin until 12K. Might not be in the spot. Like I said, this isn't a leverage short right now. You might have meant one meth giveaway, not one meth.
But it's no use, cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for
Это самое. Слушай, давай я тебе спою что-нибудь, а? Ну, я сейчас быстро спою, потому что когда тебя увели, я вот эту песню сочинил. Так, значит, аккорды первые такие. Там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, та-та. Там, так-тара, там. Так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, та-та. Там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там. Там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там, тара, там. Там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, та-та. Там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, так-тара, там, та-та. Там, тара, там. Там тара там тара там тара там тара там тара там. Там тара там тара там тара там тара там тара там. Такая песня просто. Ну я тебе просто хотел, ну, исполнить, понимаешь?
Yeah, I've had it on repeat for a while now. I've gotten so addicted to the song. It's actually so fucking catchy. All right, let's just fucking get into it. Hey, so we were off last week. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys had an awesome week. Let's take a look here. A couple of disclaimers before we start off. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Yada yada yada. All the tools that I use on the stream can be found on the vapigindicator.com website. They make fantastic tools that are based on mathematics instead of just some random lines drawn everywhere. You know, those cup and handles and whatnot, whatever the rest of the retarded shit that the people use. They can be found here under the indicators tab. And they also have a lot of free tools available for you guys, so do check those out. I have a referral link in the description of the stream. If you guys use it, I would greatly appreciate it. And by the way, good news, we have now been monetized, so that's pretty exciting. All of my shares are submitted, so I'm pretty happy with that. And let's get right into it. Alright, so we have, how many minutes? We got 13 minutes till the market open. Let's just quickly take the temperature for the open. All right, starting off with the indices. Let's see what's been happening while I was Australia. Australia doing HVP rising in Australia. Still kind of in that sketchy territory. It's nice to see it above the POPMA. The market is open right now. So this is their Monday trading session. Down very similar to the S&P 500. Oh, fuck, not that. Similar to the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, guys. Okay, I gotta get it. We do now see significant skewness in Nasdaq. Pretty good last week. Okay, let's take a look at the 30. Also very similar here. We want to own a little bit here. You can barely hear me, really. That's interesting. Okay, can somebody confirm? Maybe I have my mic set wrong. Alright, is that better? It says I'm peaking on the mic on my end. Music is strange. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Much appreciated. Alright, let's go to 5 and 10. Are we kind of touched on it, a couple of touches here. Mic sucks though, yeah. Well, shit, man, if you guys sub, you know, maybe I'll get a new mic. Fucking guys. Alright, yeah, I actually do have to get a new mic. This mic is a cheap piece of shit. Be working on that throughout the week. Let's take a look at what's happening in. Oh, the music sucks, not the mic. Yeah, the music does fucking suck. True. It's hard to find DMCA free music, man. It's how's Russia doing? Russia's doing pretty damn well. Entropy is now moving back up into some uncertainty here, suggesting that hey, this move might be coming to an end. We do see the HVP still rising. MOM has gone negative, but still above the POVMA. Overall looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the MOEX. Very similar. Anything on the returns here? No. Yeah, very similar to the RTSI. Actually looking a lot stronger than a lot of the other markets. Perfect. Let's take a look at the UK. Shit, I guess that price in gas was pretty good for the UK stocks. UK 100 is climbing out of this little ditch that we saw. When did last weekend I see? Like here, we were already above the POVMA. Anything on the returns? No. MOM is now moving down. Okay, that is fine. China, we were suggesting that hey, you know, this downside might be over for the time being, because we did have this block of HVP volatility denoted here, and it has been cooling now, so very likely to continue cooling the HVP further. Anything? Yes, okay. The thing I would want to look for on the China 850 is whether we break below the POVMA with MOM continuing to go more negative, or if we get across on the MOM while staying above the POVMA. That would kind of probably denote the next move for me, although I have to remember that the market is random, and yeah, the tools don't really, they tell you what's going on right now more so, and then we base assumptions on those. Hunk, what's happening, dude? Wow. Did you change your name? Or is this someone else? Is this a pretender? Better not be a pretender. You're gonna get Taliban. All right, let's take a look at the Hang Seng. Broke with the EPWMA, see how the green has stopped printing. Let's take a look at the EPWMA. I'll take, yeah. Nice, nice. I wonder how many of those you got going at one time. See how the greens stopped printing. Are you talking about the China E50 or are you talking about something specific? On the BTC, I think. Yeah, I'll take a look at it in just 1 second. Let's continue. It sounds like some imposter would say true. Although an imposter probably wouldn't tell me to look at the EPWMA. That's a very that's a very unk thing to do. Okay, the Hang Seng was very closely traded to the China 50. It did have a nice entropy run on it. That entropy is picking back up now, so it's suggesting that hey, this immediate move is over. It's now above the EPWMA. I wonder, is there any? No, there aren't any ranges on the EPWMA. Let's take a look at Japan quickly. Okay, what did I miss on Japan? Japan had a nice bit of HEP expansion here. If I were a betting person, I would probably bet on that cooling for the time being. Very, very random. So I knew it was Unkro put on the LEPMA. See how green has stopped printing fucking through. Alright, let's take a look at Nikkei. Oh, I actually wonder if this if some probabilities were getting hit on these two. Yes, actually, you know, you're down to like almost 5% cone here. Make it a little bit more visible. Yeah, you knew that this was gonna be pretty improbable to continue to the downside right here and now because the HVP was pretty high and you were pretty much on the edge of this 5% cone. It could have gone lower. It's not like some magic number or anything, but it's just where it gets to the improbable stuff. On daily BTC, yeah, we will take a look at that in just 1 second. Let's take a look at Nikkei. And Nikkei, you know, you saw this action on the 5% cone upside as well. I'm sure if I moved it over a little bit, you can see the bottom as well. Something like this. Oh, please. Yeah, we actually went well below the 5% cone here. How's your well, bro, bitch? Oh no. Alright, let's take a look at the US stuff. Wow, Dow Jones having fucking, is this open? No, this is not open yet, but last week, holy shit, Dow Jones put in some work. Oh my god. Entropy stuff. Yeah, the entropy is still suggesting it's quite random, and we do have a rise in volatility here. I would be following the mom for just immediate direction for the time being. Looks like it's up, although it will probably open down similar to the S&P 500 open that we're going to see in just 4 minutes, as well as the NASDAQ. HVP still rising here, nothing on the returns on the moment. Let's take a look at NAS quickly. New Mac today, Apple gonna dump. Oh my god. Alright. Did they actually come out with a new Mac? Yeah, are they bringing out a new product? You got more social accounts than Mark. Yes, false identities first. Who cares? True. fucking true. Uh, all right. I would very much like to see more continuation on the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 on to the upside. Although on the EPWMA, it is still not printing green over here, and it is still quite random. So I don't want to be calling it either way. For today on the S&P 500, the expected moves are 44.46 to the downside, 43.78 to the downside, and 43.34 if things get really crazy. And with the rise in volatility, not at these levels, but when we get to higher levels, I would expect to see some of the crazier expected moves starting to get hit to the upside. 45.14, 45.73, and 46.12. I should actually just put on the labels, and then I will have, yes, I'll have them printed right here so that you guys can see. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin doing some crazy work. All right, let's see. Yo, Unc, the EPWMA is still printing greens, man. Still printing greens for Bitcoin. What's up, Bicepi? We're now above the 5%. So immediate upside is relatively unlikely here. Let's expand that to see if it's getting hit. Maybe do 25 each. 24 hour. Okay, copy. Yeah, with a continuous market like Bitcoin, it seems to work better when you're looking at 24-hour and then 7 days, whereas with the traditionals, it seems to be working better when you're doing like daily and weekly trading through time frames. Let's take a look at maybe the 1% and then 5%. So we are kind of getting to the unlikely territory here, but still very well within the range of possibilities. The 98% cone in total here on the 1% here. Getting above it would be like getting 6.64 heads in a row. Is it impossible? No, but it's very unlikely. For today, on the expected moves, we could actually see a move back down to the WMA. I'm not suggesting that that's going to happen. It's just if things get really crazy, that's well within the range of possibilities. Smins looks like he got a new laptop for himself by being short Bitcoin until 12K. Interesting. I wonder how he got paid out. All right, let's take a look at the 24-hour. Yeah, 24 hours still printing greens. You might have seen it when the candle was on the low at 59,898. And it likely did change over because it's not set in stone yet, right? Like it actually has to close for you to get the final print, let's say. Let's take a look at, yes, the market did open. The market did open. Let's go back to daily. Did I want to check anything else? Let's take a look at rates quickly. We had a significant move in the 2-year yields to the upside. It looks like you might actually get some inversion between the 20 and the 30s. That's not usually the two that they mention when everybody goes crazy about inversions, but in general, inversions are not a very good thing. They're not a positive sign on the economic front. All right, let's take a look at the market open. Yeah, we did open down. Mom did give you a cross down, but still in the positive territory. What I would like to see it is stay above some sort of a range so that we can continue making the assumption that, hey, if big moves are gonna come, they're gonna come to the upside. And similarly, if we do get some crosses below, like the EPWMA or what was the other one? POVMA. Where is it? It's actually nice because I like the range on the POVMA. I really like the range on it because it gives me a sort of area instead of just one price to kind of focus on. Let's see. Yes, as long as it stays above here, you know, we could come back here. I don't care to guess what it's going to do. We should take a look at the lower time frames in order to make some assumptions on those. Maybe like the 1 hour, although that's not a very low time frame. I think we get what, 6 of these in one trading day. How many hours are in a trading day? I should really know these things. 7.5 hours. All right, let's take a look at the 1 hour. HVP very low on the 1 hour and is just beginning to expand. It is below the POVMA, suggesting all of the big moves will come to the downside as long as price stays below it. So we could, if I were to bet on this, I would say, hey, you're going to see some downside for today. Some of the areas we could hit is 44.43. We're pretty close to that now. 43.84 and 44.33. I actually want to see Bitcoin on the 1 hour as well. Anything significant on the returns here? No, not much. Let's actually take a look at this as well. That's gonna look like a smorgasbord. Just bear with me here for a second. Okay, we're right on the midline of the RSI div tool, and we now have an expansion of the bottom band, suggesting that, hey, you might see the top band get touched. The HVP is very high, and you have entropy now moving down. Mom did give you a cross, so hey, as long as it stays above here, we will likely see some upside. I wouldn't want to bet on this declining just yet. I would actually want to see it start declining before I would bet on something like that. Very interesting that Bitcoin is moving up. Very powerful week for Bitcoin in general. Let's take a look at the long time frame. All right, so this is on the long time frame. This is on a weekly, and just to see kind of what's in the range of possibilities over the course of the next couple of years, we're starting to see some pretty incredible numbers. The whole 100 grand Bitcoin, it's well within the range of possibilities. Similarly, like getting really far out. I mean, this is weeks and weeks away. This is this isn't even that long. 269 days away. Right? I'm on weekly. Yeah, I'm on the 7-day, 39 bars away, 269 days away. 723,000 Bitcoin within the range of possibilities. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Similarly, you do have probabilities to the downside of 1% at 4,600. So maybe maybe Smiths will get his 12K. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But it's definitely a pretty wide range of what's possible. So that's something to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at daily. The cone is a great tool because you've seen me use it to sort of see, hey, where is it unlikely place to be trading for a long when it's far back here. But if we actually just want to project out to the future, you could just set it out to 1 bar, for example, right? So a lot of people, when they start quote unquote charting and they do their dumb shit, they will put lines everywhere and they'll say, hey, like there's support here and hey, there's resistance here. We don't have to do that because you wouldn't even know to put those lines on there if you didn't have historic price targets, for us, like when we look at future prices, we can still say, hey, what's likely and what's less likely. Uh, so that's why we don't have to keep coming up with bullshit lines everywhere. We can just say, hey, this is probable and this is not probable. And similarly, you can even do like if you really wanted to, you could do like a 50-50 bet. Let's see, 5 on the other side. Right, so 50% chance it stays in the cone, 50% chance it goes outside of the cone, and this does, I believe, scale for autocorrelation. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bali. I think this is just for autocorrelation. And if it does, you will see this projected value of the cone adjust up and down. So it actually takes into account history. Very powerful. All right, what else did I want to take a look at here while we are on the charts? Let's take a look at F. Now, I did take some trades. I actually took a trade on, it wasn't a trade, sorry. I took a position on GitLab as well last week when it came out on the 14th. That's been pretty nice so far. It's been extremely up and down. It got kind of crazy there, but I managed to get in. I'm holding it for the long term. I'm just going to stack it for the time being. I did get into some position on just the liquid alts as well. Something still randomly lowers your mic volume. That's so strange. Is it completely incomprehensible? So fucking good. Alright, bear with me. Alright, let's turn the music off. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it decreases gradually. That's so weird. Why would it do that? Why would it do that? Hello, microphone, please work. All right, I might have to figure that out post stream. Yeah, thanks guys for letting me know. Much appreciated. I'm not sure why that's happening. If it keeps happening, just let me know, and I will try to unplug it and plug it back in again. As that always seems to help things. That's very very odd. Okay. Um. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum quickly. Anything significant happening here? No, entropy still quite high. Mom's giving you a cross down. For the next long trade, I would pay attention to mom probably. Um, just because there's nothing else that's significant here. You do have a cool in volatility with the HVZ being quite low already. Let's take a look at the shorter time frames, and you have quite a high HVP reading. Um, yes, suggesting that it would probably cool sometime in the future, but I wouldn't want to bet on it just yet. I'd want to actually see it decline or HVZ hit some sort of maximum. And you have entropy decline. So there's a potential trade here on the table. Who tagged me? Shit. All right. Some of the positions I've taken last week on, or was it the week before? It was a little while ago. These aren't trades; these are just long positions. I literally went onto FTX and then I just started buying the the most illiquid shit just to hold it, but very small positions on. One of them was Rook, which had a solid 50% up day yesterday. TRU USDT, which also did pretty well. Math, it's whatever. Mob USDT, also not a winner over here. Lua, pretty nothing burger so far. DMG having a big down day, and MTA as well. I just literally bought some shitcoins. Yes. I'll probably continue to do this and just keep buying out the FTX exchange. I do have access to it. I do want to get onto Binance as well. I want to be really clear. These aren't trades. These are just buy and hold for the time being. If they do some crazy multiples, or if I see some crazy volatility readings, I'll probably take that money and then redistribute it elsewhere. All right, let's take a look at gold. Ooh, Peter Schiff's gonna be mad today. Peter Schiff is gonna be very mad today. Uh, it's always funny to see, when he's just ripping on Bitcoin so much, and it's like gold has been here for when was like the earliest time we hit 1763 on the gold price? Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah, the first time that gold was 1763 was in '08. That's a that's a long hold right there. On the weekly, it is below the POVMA range here. So I would expect any big moves to come to the downside. HVP reading is quite low. HVZ reading is quite low. Actually, it's not that quite low. It's a 40. It's right on the middle there. Uh, I wouldn't want to care to predict which way it goes. I mean, it has been cooling. HVZ is not giving you any significant rise here. Let's take a look on the daily. HVP is expanding on the daily, and MOM has gone negative. And if we close below the POVMA, I would expect the big moves to come to the downside. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's take a look at silver. Probably very similar. Yeah, except for the declining HVP, very similar. The S&P 500. Oh, I did end up letting go of the trades last week for Master and JPM just because I knew I wasn't going to be around to actually trade them. Just so for full disclosure, I did get out of this one at a loss around the POVMA, and then I got out of Master at a bit of a profit. Nothing too significant here. Uh, I just didn't want to manage them, so I kind of let those two go. I'm probably gonna regret this one, but we will have to wait and see. Actually, JP Morgan not doing too bad either, and entropy still moving down on it. Entropy still moving down on it, so this one's looking decent. All right. Anything else that we had on our watch list? Yes, we were watching Tesla, and we were talking about this for like the last 2 weeks. We just didn't know which way it was going to break. It was above the POVMA, suggesting that hey, you should probably take a long. Looks like that's now coming into action. Uh, looks very good. You got a small little rise in the HVP here. HVZ is moving up. Mom is positive, and you were above the POVMA. That's a pretty fucking good trade, if I say so myself. I would like to see entropy move down more aggressively here, but you're not going to get certainty, or sorry, you're going to get less surprises throughout the middle of a move than you would at the start of a move, right? Like it's much more certain than it is quick. Let's say it that way. How crazy can this get? Let's take a look at the cone. Actually, move this back like 20 bars. 1400 Tesla, 2000 Tesla is pretty well within the possibilities here. Does it have to get there? Absolutely not. But it's looking pretty good. Although the mom reading is relatively topped out here. If I were to make an assumption on this, I would say that it crosses down at some point in the near future. And I wouldn't be expecting anything more than just a smaller move back down to POVMA or somewhere around that range. It's not like a magnet for price. It's just a range, but nevertheless, I would probably be expecting some down in the short term here, and we can actually zoom in. Yeah, so on the 1 hour, the entropy is way down here, suggesting that hey, this is very likely to continue upwards. Very nice for Tesla. Anybody holding calls? All right, let's take a look at what else did we look at last week? We looked at Nike. I want to see the skewness on it. It does have skewness and kurtosis present, suggesting that hey, you're going to see some reversion to the mean in the skewness here. Not too bad for Nike, actually. Not too bad for Nike. I'd want to wait for this next cross up in order to take a trade, but it looks like this is going to become pretty damn tradable. Okay. XLE. This is the energy sector. Mean. Man, the entropy here is it's pretty relentless. Still moving down. Still well on its way to the upside. We're getting to the improbable here. Still has room to the 1% though. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, probably not nice if you're living out in the UK or Europe. I know that Europe just I think they just like petitioned Russia to for more nat gas. You know, so it's like when when shit's going bad in your country, Russia's your worst enemy. But then when you need gas, it's like, hey, what's up? All right, let's take a look at what else can we look at? Coin. Not a lot of metrics on this one. Pretty bullish. Pretty bullish as long as you're above the POVMA. You got HVP rising. What have you guys been trading last week? Anything interesting? Anything happened while I was away? Let's look at AMC quickly. Still declining in volatility. Definitely not the music doing this, but it's better without it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. At least we know it's not the music. I wonder why it's happening. Maybe if I hold it closer. That's so weird. Really gonna have to figure that one out. It might be packet loss. Actually, I can probably check if it's packet loss. No, I don't think I'm dropping frames. I can't think of anything else though. It must be the network, right? That's the only thing that's changed from and if it's so consistent, it must be the network. Because like my computer's the same, my mic is the same, it's all plugged in the same way. It's just I'm on a new network, so it's likely coming from that. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Sorry about that, guys. I hope it's bearable, and I will be sorting that out as soon as possible. All right. What else do we want to look at? Let's take a look at what's been moving in the Putin's throttling. Yeah, dude, he heard. He heard. Oh man. All right, let's take a look at the top 100. What's moving today? Biggest loser is XCC. Jesus. Flow and ARU. Sounds normal now that it's closer. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Stacks is moving up. Doge. Hey, is Doge gonna become relevant again? You lost a bit selling AVAX. I'll take a look at AVAX in a sec. This one's been getting shouted out for a while now. People seem to really like it. What's like the story behind AVAX? What's the narrative? Uh, Doge. Anything interesting on Doge? Mean going positive on Doge. We don't have entropy on the daily. I will take a look at the shorter time frame. HVP moving up. Pretty nice as long as it stays above the POVMA. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. Do you have entropy on the 4-hour? No. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. Yes. Significant skewness and kurtosis present on the 1 hour, suggesting that you will get some downside here shortly. Mom has moved down to kind of confirm that. HVP is rising and entropy picked back up. I would probably be waiting for the cross on the mom to sort of gauge the next immediate move. Avalanche network, it's the future. And everything's the future, I swear to God. Hey, Unk Capital. What were you Unk found before? Now you're Unk Capital. Thanks for the follow, man. Long time no see. AVAX, AVAX, AVAX. Let's take a look at this on the daily. Who this? Dan? Oh my god. Fucking imposters out here. I swear to God. Yeah, AVAX went negative. You said you sold this one? Like you let go of your position, or you like actually shorted this bitch? Yeah, bitch, what the fuck? Yeah, AVAX remains negative here, although you do have a cool in HVP. 4-hour HVP reading is very low. Very, very low. This might not be a bad one to take a little trade on. You do have significant skewness and kurtosis, and you do have the mean moving up to the positive territory here, suggesting that, hey, if you're going to get a pickup in volatility, returns are likely to cluster to the upside. Mom did give you a cross. Yes, yes, it did. I'd like to see this expand, but not a bad one to take a little position on, I don't think. Spot. Okay, you just went spot. Okay, gotcha. And Matic having a 4% move. Oh, let's check the totals. Let's check the totals. You press on the bitch's hit, get it. Juicer spinning. Oh my lord. Oh, I think our new emotes just got approved, or at least one of them, I believe. Can I actually see it? These are global. Where how do I do this? No. All right, I'm gonna have to play around with that one. I don't know how to even do my own emotes. All right. Yeah, let's check the totals. Nice rise in the total here. Got the cooling HVP. We do have the mom moving down here, but not a lot to worry about for the time being. A lot of the people are getting crazy about the ETF that's coming out, suggesting that, hey, sell the news and all that. I'm not so convinced. I don't know if that'll actually affect it. I mean, to me, it seems like there's just more money to flow into the market. Although the last time we had ETFs come in, we did get some sell the news type movements. But if we're gonna see if we're gonna see a move like that, the we would get a signal in the tools as well. More than likely, low volatility expanding. We can actually probably go back. I'm not sure when the when all the GBTC hype was out. Um, yeah, let's take a look at total two. When's the tool coming out for fuck, what was it called? It was like the, what kind of volatility can you expect with the news or something like that? Like what news have actual impacts on the market or not? Because to me it just seems like it's just more money that's gonna flow in, at least over time. But a lot of people on Twitter are getting freaked out because it's just another place to go short. And all the institutions and all the sminses will bring us back down to 12K. Total two, anything we can say here? You do have significant kurtosis, positive mean. You have the mom moving down as well, going negative, but you're still above the POVMA. HVP reading is relatively low, so could expand here. I would take a look at the HVZ to give you some context to that. All right. How's the market doing? What time is it? It is 5. Yeah, decent. Hit that first expected move here and is now pulling back up. Thing I would keep an eye on in the coming days is for this mom to confirm across down. Did it already confirm, or is that for today? It looks like it's for today. If this confirms down, the only thing I would be expecting is down to here and then reassess. It doesn't have to get there. It's within the expected moves. It's on the POVMA. Could go much lower, could go much higher. Like it's fucking random. But judging by momentum, if you do end up getting across, more than likely some small downside, and then we'll have to reassess because the HVP is rising here. GitLab, how's my GitLab doing today? Opened with a pretty big down day. Oh, and the VIX, we didn't check the VIX. VIX is down in the 17s. No, I would expect probably a higher VIX. I shouldn't say expect. I would assume a higher VIX over the coming 120 days. Let's say, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but somewhere over the course of the next 3 months. Just because you do have a rise in the HVP, and it's coming off a very low spot. So I would actually expect the VIX to trade higher at some point over the next 100 or so days. How long has this been already? 21 bars. Yeah, probably somewhere around 100 more days. Let's take a look, see. Yo, Anka, are you gonna come onto the evening stream? Where Occidental Petroleum Corporation, Oxy. What a nice name. This one looks decent for a trade actually. Just gave you the cross on the mom. HVZ moving up, HVP very low, and entropy moving down. Not a bad one for a trade. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Let's zoom in a little bit. HVZ is kind of out of bounds here. Not out of bounds, but it is giving you a an extreme on it, likely to cool for the next couple of counts. Oh yeah, something that I forgot to mention. We do have a Discord as well. Come find us there. The link is in the description of the stream. Nice. Yeah, I think actually Bali was showing off over the last week and this week an incredible amount of new stuff that these guys have been cooking up. I've been scrolling through the Discord messages to try to get a handle on it, try to understand it, and I think I'm not sure if he'll want to reveal it today or not, but at some point in the future there's going to be some cool new stuff coming out, so do keep an eye on that. Okay, perfect. And he will be joining us for the evening stream. Perfect. Let's take a look at TLTs. Pretty high HVP reading, but I don't want to be trading this stuff. Yeah, I don't really want to be trading this stuff. I want to line up some trades, excuse me, for this week. Chrysler, leader account. Jesus. Man, these centralized platforms are pretty big headache. Seems like a lot of people working at TradingView and similar platforms are just not. They don't have a very good head on their shoulders. Let's put it that way. Da, da, da. All right, let's go line up some trades. Exxon Mobil with a very low IV30 rank. Same with Morgan Stanley. Actually, 52-week positions, very low as well. Let's take a look at Exxon. Oh, we didn't check nat gas either. Let's take a look at what level is this? 60. Let's grab 65 and let's grab like 60 to the downside. No, 58. Those are pretty decent probabilities. Is this over the next 30 days? No, this is 7, this over the next 7 days. Let's go up further. There's some very decent probabilities here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna add this one to the blue list. And hopefully we'll be able to structure a trade on this one because the HVP reading, the HVZ reading is quite low. It's above the POVMA. It's got the positive mean, mom's positive. It did give you a cross a couple of days ago, and entropy is now moving down. This looks like a decent long from where I'm sitting, so I'm gonna try and probably play that. Let's take a look at like the 1 hour, see if anything's different on here, get any more context. You don't have the entropy on the 1 hour. You do still have the positive mom here, just from this little chunk here. It did give you a cross pretty recently. And the HVP is still very low, and the HVZ is squeezing like crazy. Okay, I would probably want to wait on the 1 hour to this to start expanding a little bit, and then take a position. Then I wouldn't want to be calling it just yet. Okay. A lot of financials in here: JPM, Goldman, and Morgan Stanley. Let's take a look at the probabilities on this one. Let's grab 106 and 95. Also not bad probabilities on there. And I think JPM is already on here, yeah. JPM we were already sizing up a couple of weeks ago. We saw this little fall in entropy. We ended up taking a position here, structured it with the Kelly. I think it was a 17% position all in all, but we ended up taking a small loss on it. I should have marked off where I exited. It was just a little bit. It was a little bit of a busy time with the move and stuff. Okay, so let's take a look. Do we want to retake the position on here? Probably. Let's take a 1 hour HVP is still pretty high. It's now moving down. I'm gonna wait on JPM. Just gonna keep it on the list for now. How's Master doing, by the way? Goldman Sachs. And GameStop's on here. Oh, this is a probably decent time to actually take a look at some correlations. I think we've discussed the problem with correlation on the stream before, but it could provide some useful info. When, like I'm looking at financials today and they all have low IV30 rank. And so I'm attempting to structure a trade on those, and I'm going to be using Kelly to do that. But I'm essentially taking almost the same bet. Like I know they're going to be different. I know correlation moves, but it still doesn't make it a completely irrelevant metric. It might be a good thing to look at the correlation between all of them because if it's significant, then it might make sense to actually do one Kelly, and then divide that into like three, so that I'm not doing multiples of the same bet going over Kelly when I'm actually taking it. I hope that makes sense. Let's take a look. Let's get rid of that. Goldman Sachs. Let's go like Morgan Stanley. What's going on? Just need a second to load or what? Source, security source. There we go. So there is significant positive correlation between them. Is there must be a banking sector ETF, because then I can just do a Kelly on that. I think is it XLE? It's XLF is financials. Yes, financials. The correlation between that. Yes, there is, although not significant. It's got a negative Z-score as well. Okay. HVP rising, you have entropy moving down. Let's take a look at the POVMA. I'm probably just gonna take a trade on the ETF then, because it's not a bad setup either. Let's take a look at 1 hour, give us some short-term context. Maybe even like a 3 hour. Zoom in a little bit here. Okay, we can wait for this to cross up. Let's see if we get the same thing on the 1 hour. Yes, we do have the same thing on the 1 hour. We can wait for this to cross up. Okay, perfect. we're just going to create some dumb alerts so that we don't miss it if it happens here, and then we'll continue checking on it with times of 518. And then when we structure the actual trade, we'll be going off of Kelly. Oh, maybe I can use the Omega and figure out if one of them can give me a better ratio than just the sector. This chart? Yes. Jesus. Okay. No. And this I want to go the XLF. Yeah, Morgan Stanley will. That's something else. That's Exxon. Let's take a look at JP Morgan. No. And then let's add Goldman Sachs to this list. And Goldman Sachs will. Okay, so which one between Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley? A little bit Goldman Sachs. Okay. We're going to make a play on Goldman Sachs then. Perfect. That was easy. Just going to cancel some alerts then. All right, we got 10 minutes until the end of the stream. We're going to be back on later tonight. We will be going over the trading day. I will most likely take this trade. Do I want to take it before or after? Okay, let's zoom in further. Easy. Easy. Yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to wait on this trade a little bit. I'll be taking it today. I will be taking it today. We'll be watching it for the week. I like the rising HVP. I like the mom reading on it. I like that entropy has ticked down a tiny little bit, and on the lower time frames, it has started ticking down, like on the 1 hour. Especially, this looks pretty nice. I think I will be able to get a lower price on it just because you are grinding the 1% cone here on the 1 hour now. Probably somewhere around the, I don't even know if we'll get towards the lower expected move. I'm just going to wait and see what happens here over the next couple of hours, and I will be using the Kelly to structure this bet. Yes, and then I'll mark it off and let you guys know where I entered in. How's Bitcoin doing? Not bad. All right. Anything significant after the first? Let's check how the first hour has gone in the markets before we take off here. For the first hour, we had some nice action after the open. We went up a little bit here off of the first expected move on the S&P 500. Nasdaq has gone positive now and it's actually trading above the POVMA. Yes, still has not hit the first expected move for today. Looks more positive than not, actually. Looks more positive than not. I'd like to see this continue because I did let go of my short, so this will be pretty good. It'll be nice to see Bitcoin to continue overall as well. Tomorrow, I don't know what we'll see tomorrow. Let's see. If we do get that ETF dump, where could we see it go to? Well, let's check the expected moves. The resolution, let's go like 2 days. Oh, real time. Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm doing wrong here. If things get really crazy tomorrow, 50,000 is within the range of possibilities. Similarly, 74,000 is within the range of possibilities as well. You have the volatility still rising. HEZ is quite low as well. HEZ is quite low as well. So do keep an eye on it. We'll be back later today. I hope you guys have an awesome trading day, and we'll see you guys soon.